Skyzoo said you were solid. He was like, yo, Karen, solid. That's a good way to go. I said, bet. This is around the time Nipsey did his $100 mixtape shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, Karen's the way to go. At the time, I was fucked up. I had an investor. He done already kicked up so much money. And the only thing that I had left was a little bit of bread that we had left, in which we chose to hire you. And that was a big decision on our behalf, because that was all that was really
Wait,
left in the budget.
I'm sorry. Who am I talking to
Yeah,
right
it's
now? This
Joyner. This
Joyner?
is Joyner.
Okay,
This
cool.
is Joyner.
Okay, cool.
That's all that was really left in the budget at that time. That was 2015. You keep saying it was 7 years ago, but that was a big time in my life. My son was about to be just born. My back was against the wall. I had an investor who kicked up hundreds and thousands of dollars, on behalf of me. And at this time, hiring you was like our last ditch effort to really do something. And I really believed in the name KARENCIVIL. And just reading the publications and talking to Skyzoo.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes, right?
Ooh la la, we.
She go, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. Okay. Okay. Ooh la la.
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Jump out on my back.
Like, where the bread? Where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, you know what to do. Come on in. Don't be shy. Over here, we deal with the sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and diddy your ass to the left, kindly hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button and smash that notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, then you already know how we do. You already know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game. We in the end game, people, because y'all heard the little snippet. That's Lucas Joyner, you know what I mean? Journalist Lucas, you know what I mean? On the phone with KARENCIVIL, talking about how she booked him for that bread and how he was on his last leg, getting ready to welcome, his challenge to the world, trying to make something happen. And she was on vacations looking at the phone like, you know what I mean? What you want, nigga? Like, you disturbing me. This shit crazy, shit crazy. Like, Nas said, it's a dirty game. Is any man worthy of fame? Much success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is. Like, it's a dirty game. Like, she booked him with no fear in the world. You know what I mean? And allegedly, she booked him. It hasn't been proven that she booked him. But, oh, by the way, then it's Jason Lee, right? Like, he wasn't on the tape. But they had their little clubhouse stuff, and, I guess they were saying that she shut some shit down and, on some tech spy shit. Like, you need the Macware and all that to protect your computer and to protect your social media platforms. Because it is people out there that know how to, hack shit and do shit like that for wreck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why she would do something like that or be a part of that or pay somebody to do it. But then again, you never know, why people do some of the stuff that they do. And this is what I want to speak about, in reference to her. Because you got Cam, he put out a tweet or something on his Instagram to the extent of saying like, yeah, I've been told y'all about her. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, Lucas is on a long list, I guess, of, you know, people that she might have done some shady business with you. And you know, over here, oh yeah, Popavism 101. Got to keep that integrity intact, because people will look at you with the side eye. And although you may be able to still get a bag from new clients, people that may not know your resume, you know what I mean, you may get more chances to burn people. However, that does come back around eventually, you know what I mean? Whether 2 years, 1 year, you know what I mean? I don't know how long ago Cam had like said that about her, but he pointed out like, nah, I've been said this. People were saying I was a hater. Like everything is about hating, or, you know, when you speak out about something, it's like to try to silence. Like silence, I say. They don't want you to talk. They want you to be quiet. But a way to get around a lot of this, and this may sound crazy, but I think it has worked for me and my travel, so I'm going to give it to y'all. A lot of times, to me, it's not what's done, it's how it's done, and it's based off intentions on why it's being done. Why are you doing this? What's the motive? Like, why are you doing something, you know, you making hurt somebody or put somebody in a bond or jam somebody up, especially if they looking out for you. Oh, if, by the way, they are looking out for you. And then you do some, you know what I mean, it forces you to look like, man, take you to say back like, damn, why does this person do this? Or you find out something in the back end and you want to know the intentions behind it. Like, you want to know what's the method to the madness. I think that helps because, for instance, this is what I mean. I mean, like, you going into business with somebody, right? Off the rip, you don't know this, but off the rip in their mind, they're going to rip you off. They're going to do business with you. As soon as when they see an opening, they're going to try to book you. They're going to do you dirty. That's their intentions. As opposed to wanting to, you know, add on to the situation, help the situation grow so both of y'all can profit from it. And then some mishaps happen, but the intentions is not to mess up the business, to you know, do business in bad faith. Then you can overlook some things. You can say, maybe this is not your lane, or, you know, you're not really trying to hurt me. You know what I mean? You're not really trying to do bad business. Once you identify that people is coming with the fuckery, with the intentions to do bad, even though you may not know to what extent they trying to do bad, don't do no business with them. Don't rock with them. Overlook them, step over them, keep it pushing past them, let them tug on, listen, I don't got time, can't do business with you. Don't do business with them, because you'll find out that if you end up doing business with them, you'll end up getting burnt. So that's just, you know what I mean? Like, intentions is big to me, and how you go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that I'm right, yet to fail epically, right on the face. So, you know, when you hear something like 65 bands, 60 bands, 65 bands that she allegedly booked them for, you know what I mean? Didn't do the job, or, you know, didn't do what she was paid to do. People get killed for less than that. You know what I mean? Like, lives is taken for half of that, a quarter of that, 5 cents of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, less than nothing. Words. People get killed for words. And, you know, speaking of that, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see, you know what I mean, the title. AJ Johnson, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. You know what I mean? He just passed, like I said, on the Friday. Last year, Debo. Now this year, him. And now they saying some other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's always looking with the side eye when it comes to, you know, entertainers and people of Hollywood and people that have been in movies and entertaining us for a few years. But with that being said, you know, in the last days, obviously, since his passing, his wife is coming out, or came out, and she was kind of like mad, angry, upset, frustrated. Obviously, she's dealing with the loss of her husband. You know, about fake love, you know what I mean? And people saying woo, woo, and but they not helping out, you know what I mean? And then she started the GoFundMe. I think she was trying to raise $20,000 for his burial, you know what I mean? Send him off the right way, you know what I mean? And may Allah have mercy, you know what I mean, on all of us when we go. Be in the end game, make no mistake about it. You know what I mean? I think she got some of that, but not all of it. And then now they, I think Michael Blackson, he donated $10,000, so she should definitely be at the goal. But a lot of people was backlashing, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, where y'all bread at? Where's his bread at? What did he do with his money? You know, even though it's in the grievance time where you may not want to be thinking about that, but it's like, damn, it's not just regular people. It's not just ordinary people. John Legend. It's entertainers and it's athletes, and we see these type of stories happen over and over, or more rapidly now, because, you know, more people is touching more paper. They say in 2020, I think the most millionaires has been made in the history of getting money. You know what I mean? So it's opportunity. And for the people that reach that plateau of getting to the paper, getting to the bag, you know, and the millions and all that, rich, oh, you big fish, yeah, you make it and you pop. We see that they die broke, they die overdosing, they die leaving not the best situations behind for their family and their children and all that. That legacy is not, you know what I mean? You got one legacy maybe in music, or maybe in films, or maybe doing something else, but then, you know, in the ring, but then on the outside of that is the legacy, or, you know, the real situation in the real life. Like, yeah, not in the pretend, but in the real life, when your family got to pick up the pieces, a lot of them got to, you know, pay that funeral cost. They got to, you know, pay off leftover debt. You know what I mean? And I just did a video about this. Go see the other video. I'm like, yeah, you got to prepare for when, you know, the death come knocking on your door. Because you never know when it's going to come. And one of those things is life insurance. So that if you do get, you know, something accidentally happen to you, you know, your family don't got to get left with that bag. I mean, they could just, you know, cremate you and all. And I think that's what she was saying. Like, if she doesn't reach the goal, then they just gonna have to cremate him. You know what I mean? Some people don't believe in that. I'm not gonna get cremated. You know what I mean? And some people will. They don't care. They're like, once I go, I go. But, you know, the medical proxy, in case you don't die right away, you might be into some Doctor Strange in the range, crash, break your hands up, and be, you know what I mean, living on life support, you know, if they decide to leave you that way, or somebody got to make that decision for you. Like, nah, he told me he don't want that. So y'all can't keep him because you love him and you love him. But he said he don't want to be like that. Or she said she don't want to be like that. So as the medical proxy, oh no, I have authority to carry out, you know, my loved one's wishes, my cousin wishes, my sister wishes, whoever. You know what I mean? Like, you can carry that out because you designated that. If you don't, then yeah, somebody else going to designate that. So, you know what I mean? And then also too, you know, leaving something, it may not be, you know, if it's not a house or a home, life insurance is a way to, you know, start propelling you to, you know, leaving some type of wealth behind, or something that could possibly be invested to being, you know, wealth one day. You know what I mean? You get $200,000-300,000 at one time after somebody's death, you take care of their expenses, and then, you know what I mean, you figure out how to make the rest of that money grow into some more money. Like Jada said, I invest my bread into something else, that'll make something melt. You just gotta feel the kid, if not rap, for the fact how real he is. Yeah. So Jada Kiss reference. You know what I mean? And you know, it takes the burden off, because, you know, as a person that, you know, had to, you know, bury loved ones like we all do. In that sense, we all know what it's like to lose. You know what I mean? People that we love and, you know, is close to us, and it's a tough time. So, you know, I can understand her, but the backlash. The point of the backlash is, one, is not just regular people that make mistakes, don't get their, you know, finances and shit together in order. You know what I mean? It's entertainers too. It's celebrities as well. And we need to start making that, you know, a talking point and a conversation on, yeah, who to go see, who got it, you know, how do I go about doing it, what's the best one, term, life, all those things. You know what I mean? I used to sell life insurance. I don't anymore, but I used to. And I've been had life insurance since my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that just in case. I don't want nobody to have that responsibility of not only grieving me, you know what I mean, for the people that love me, that they got to come out their pocket and bury me. You know what I'm saying? So I take care of that while I'm alive, while I'm breathing. Oh, while I'm, you know what I mean, doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Most people talk about doing things, but when it comes down to the actual part, most folks take a little like vacation. That's a Snoop Dogg reference. Blue Carpet Treatment. One of my favorite songs on that album too, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, Snoop was like, nah, I gotta let niggas know I got bars too. I got a little lyrical ability. You know what I mean? It ain't always just Dre. But, you know, just think about that, people. It's not just but you're black. You know, it just be, sometimes we be overlooking the important things and putting all that other bubblegum shit in front of us. You know what I mean? Like Jadakiss said, trying to cause a distraction. So you know what it is. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments. Last before we get out of here. My Uncle T, like, yeah, I was Googling where that line come from, you know, because nobody still claimed the KOZYSOLES, you know what I mean? Nobody still got the 5 pair free KOZYSOLES or the $50, you know what I mean? And I want to know who says, welcome to the best damn gambling show on the internet. So my uncle was like, yeah, I was Googling, I was trying to find, I couldn't find. So I gave him a clue. So I got to give y'all a clue. Y'all know on POPAVIST TV, yeah. Full transparency. That means, right, y'all, I can see you and you can see me if you're not hiding. You know what I mean? My shit is open. But it's a white guy, obviously, right? Like, who starts off, welcome to the best damn gambling show on the internet. You know what I mean? So you already know what it is. You was just tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.